People are tired of being in the office, out on the field, 5 days out of the week. Okay, I have some other thoughts about what we're going to be talking about, but yeah, people are tired of doing that, and people want a 4 day a week work week. Why can we not have that? How come everybody cannot have that? Let's get into it. Farmers Branch moves to a 4 day work week. As employers continue to look for ways to attract and retain top talent, I attract but not necessarily retain, okay, because you can look at Amazon, you can see that ain't happening. Okay, the 4 day work week is becoming a popular option to make jobs more appealing. And Farmers Branch, that's part of the reason why the city's council approved a new 4 day work week for city employees. It means they'll get 3 days off. Beloved, we're getting better productivity out of folks, and they get to have the extra day off. Okay, the mayor said. Over the last few months in different departments, and on Monday it became official. We have a lot of happy employees, which is the goal. We want them to be happy. We want them and we want our residents to be happy also, said Lynn. It's actually an enhancement to our services to residents because City Hall will be open longer and residents really shouldn't see any change. City employees will now work 10-hour days, 4 days a week. Okay, Lynn says schedules have been staggered, so all shifts are covered Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, people want to spend more time with their families. Yes, okay, I'm not living up in here with y'all. Let's continue. They want more time off, so we're able to do the structural work environment that gives them the whole day off. Brittany Avila, a code enforcement inspector for Farmers Branch, says she welcomes the change. I'm excited to finally have a day off. I was like, I'm excited, 1 day off at least, because I work 2 jobs. So for me to have a city that cares enough to give me a day off and give me the time with my family, my friends, be myself on my own days is such a big plus. I'm even happier, etc. So that's great. Everything about that is really good. The fact that they got a 4 day work week. Now, from my understanding, is for anyone who's not emergency. So if you're EMT, tough noodles. If you're a nurse, tough noodles. If you're a doctor, tough noodles. But everyone else, I mean, that's really great that they're able to give that to people, because that's what people want. People are not trying to be getting up 5 days a week, coming down here. You spend the same amount of gas, as opposed to if you have a 4 day work week, 10 hours. Let's say you don't drive your car out any other time during your breaks or anything like that. You're saving money just by doing that. You're saving money, you're saving time. And yes, you're doing 2 extra hours, but at least you're saving money, you're saving time. So when you have your 3 days, oh man, we got overtime. Anyone want to do it? Yeah, sure. I could do it. I could do a 8-hour day overtime, 10-hour day, 5-hour day overtime. Sure. And now I have my other 2 days to still decompress and relax. As opposed to when it's like, okay, now you only got 2 days. Who wants to do overtime? Well, that means I'm only going to have 1 day. I don't know about that. So that's one of the big things about it, that I'm like, people want this. And it's not difficult. You can have a 24-hour operation and still do it. You know what I mean? I'm convinced that you have employers who simply want to make their employees' lives ish. You know what I mean? They just really want it to be terrible and miserable for them. Otherwise, why would you not just be like, okay, yeah, you could go ahead and, do this or whatever and do this and do that. Why would you not do that? Think about it. Why would you not do it? If you know that I want to work from home remotely and your data proves that I could work from home remotely, even though you're lying about it, why not just let me work from home? And then you're going to use the whole excuse like, oh, well, it's family. It's real estate. They're getting these dang tax breaks and all the extra stuff that's going on with it. Okay. If they're in like a downtown area where a lot of these places are, they have all these other businesses that were like, yo, we opened up shop here. We're paying X amount of here because yourself is supposed to be here with all your employees to spend some money down here. So, of course, management and CEOs and leaders tell everybody, well, it's because we want family and we're great together, and it's because they're getting their chewed out by everybody else saying these people are not spending money. That's the problem, and then you get your little tax breaks, because you got to have X amount of people in here and do all this other stuff. That's why. Otherwise, you would be like, well, I mean, if you could do it, like if I was CEO, for example, and I seen that now if your numbers are dropping because you over here playing around, that's different. But if you're getting your work done, I don't care. But I'm also the kind of person that doesn't care too much about what it is that you got going on or what it is that you're doing. You got a lot of people who all up in your business, all up in there, be like, "Ooh, what you got going on? Ooh, 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 ooh." For me, I'm like, I don't care. Do your work. Leave me alone. Clock in, clock out, and let's go. Spend time with your dog. Spend time with your kid. I don't care if you're watching your kid on the clock. Personally, as long as the work gets done, I don't care. As long as the work gets done in an adequate amount of time, I don't care. I don't care what you do. Okay. So if you're like, oh, but I mean, so I could go and run to the grocery store as long as the work gets done in the adequate amount of time, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're watching Netflix all day. I don't care if you watch Amazon Prime all day. I don't care if you're watching HBO or Max or whatever they want to call it. I don't care if you're watching that all day. I don't care if you're jogging in between your tasks that you got to do. I don't care if you took your dog out for a walk. I don't care. I don't care if you went and checked your mailbox while you have a break. I don't care. Do what you got to do. Do what you're getting paid to do. And let's keep it pushing. But that's just me. That's why I said if I was a manager, they would love me because I'd be like, yeah, I don't just do what you're supposed to do, man. Now, obviously, if you're coming to me with a question, it's different. But if it's like, oh man, I mean, I need to really work from home, go ahead. No matter of fact, I'm gonna go work from home. You know what I mean? Because it saves money, it saves time. I mean, it saves so much energy and effort. You know what I mean? Especially if you got to pay for gas and you're paying for text. You're paying for like your toll roads, whatever it is that you got, SunPass, iPass, whatever, text tag. It's like, why spend all that money when you could just be at your crib? It just doesn't make any sense. So this is once again proves this is what people have been wanting. Okay. But I'm very happy for them. Hey, I greatly appreciate if you could support me. Simply go to ebay.com. In the search bar, type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then support me. I have a wide variety of items on there, many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, such as candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes, so much stuff. I even have men's ties and comic books on there. Definitely support me, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.